What's up, you freaking geniuses? So in this video, I'm going to teach you how to factor a difference of squares, right? And a difference of squares is just when you have two squared terms like this and you're subtracting them. Okay, that's where the difference comes from, right? The subtraction. All right, so if you ever run into a case like this, factoring it is actually pretty easy because all you have to do is take the square root of each of these terms, okay? When you take the square root of a squared, you're going to solve for a. And when you take the square root of b squared, you're going to solve for b. Okay, and then when you factor it, it's simply going to be a minus b times a plus b. Okay, so as always, if there's a specific example you want to see, just let me know in the comments section below. But these are the examples I'm going to run through right now. Okay, so starting right here with x squared minus 9. So the first thing you realize is that both of these terms right here are perfect squares, right? So we can factor it using this method up here. So all you have to do, again, is take the square root of your first term and the square root of your second term, okay? So the square root of x squared, that's equal to x, and the square root of 9, that's equal to 3. So this is your a, and this is your b, okay? So if we factor this, your a goes first, so we're going to put the x first here, and then the b goes last, right? So the 3 goes here and here. And then one is a plus and the other one is a minus, okay? And these signs are actually interchangeable. So if you wanted to, you could put a minus here and the plus here, right? That's totally fine. So then that would be your answer right there, right? So hopefully not too bad. Let's just do a few more right here. So as you can see in this next one, 49 minus y squared, I have the number first and the variable second, right? So it's basically flipped from this first one, but it still works the exact same way. So the first thing you notice is that both of these terms are perfect squares, right? So we can solve it using this method up here. So again, just take the square root of each of these. Square root of 49 is 7, and the square root of y squared is just y, right? So again, if you factor these, your a term goes first, so your 7s go first here. And the b term goes second, right? So the y goes second, right? And then just make one a plus, one a minus, and you're done. Okay, here's the next one. So here we have 64t squared minus 1, right? So again, we notice these are both perfect squares. So in order to take the square root of this number, one way you can think about it is taking the square root of 64 and the square root of t squared, right? So the square root of 64, that's equal to 8, and the square root of t squared, that's equal to just t, right? So then we have 8t right here. And then here, the square root of 1 is just 1. So again, this is your a and this is your b, right? So if we factor this, your a's go first, so 8t goes there, and your 1 goes last, so there, and then again, make one a plus, one a minus, and again, you're done, okay? One last example right here, 25a squared minus 144b squared, all right? So again, I notice both of my terms here are perfect squares, so I can take the square root of each of these, right? So here, the square root of 25, that's equal to 5, and the square root of a squared, that's equal to a, okay? And then here, the square root of 144 is 12, and the square root of b squared is b, right? So 12b, okay? So again, this is my a, this is my b. So if we factor these, first we're going to have 5a right there and right there. And then lastly, 12b, and I'll try and fit that in. That's what she said. And then again, one's a plus, one's a minus, and you're done. So if you found the video helpful, definitely leave a thumbs up down below. And if you have any other questions or want to see any other examples, just let me know in the comment section below. Also, there's a couple playlists attached that I think you'll find helpful, so definitely check those out, and I'll see you there.